Bitcoin is making headlines again, and this time it's not just about the price. With the crypto market climbing back to $3 trillion and BlackRock leading the charge with groundbreaking Bitcoin ETFs, we are witnessing the dawn of a new financial era. Now, what's driving this explosive momentum, and could Bitcoin really power a $30 trillion future? Stick around because this story is just getting started. Hi everybody and welcome to the latest episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about Bitcoin's recent revolution because Bitcoin is back, and this time it's bigger, bolder and more explosive than ever. You know, over the past few weeks Bitcoin's price has surged towards an eye-popping $100,000 per coin. We're not quite there yet, but it's been dragging the entire crypto market back to the staggering $3 trillion mark. This is levels that we haven't seen since 2021. And the excitement isn't just about the numbers though, it's actually about what's happening behind the scenes that could forever change the way that Bitcoin is viewed and traded. From these whispers of nation-state Bitcoin adoption to high-profile endorsements from people like Elon Musk, Bitcoin is no longer just a digital asset. In fact, it's becoming a global phenomenon. And now a massive shift is on the horizon, one that's tied to the world of ETFs. Yes, I'm talking about BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, which is a $42 billion juggernaut that's already making waves, and it's about to get even bigger with the introduction of options trading. So this ETF revolution, what's actually going on here? Well, let's break it down. Earlier this year, Bitcoin spot ETFs exploded onto the scene, quickly becoming some of the fastest growing financial products ever. These funds are designed to track the price of Bitcoin directly, making it easier for institutional and retail investors to gain exposure without the hassle of owning Bitcoin outright. Now, BlackRock, who is the world's largest asset manager, launched its Bitcoin ETF in January, and it has been a smashing success, attracting billions in investment. Now the game is evolving, and the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission, otherwise known as the CFTC, has just issued a groundbreaking advisory notice, effectively clearing the way for Bitcoin ETF options trading. This builds on a critical milestone from earlier this year when the US's SEC approved BlackRock's proposal to list and trade options for its IBIT fund. With the CFTC now giving the green light, the path is clear for options to start trading very soon. So why does this matter so much? Well, if you're wondering why this is such a big deal, here is the scoop. Options trading adds depth to the market. So by allowing investors to speculate on Bitcoin ETF price movements or hedge their existing positions, options actually make the market far more flexible and attractive. The second point is that liquidity is king. You know, the introduction of options trading is expected to draw in more capital and trading volume. This makes it easier for large institutions to participate. The next reason that this matters so much is also mainstream credibility. You know, regulatory approvals from heavyweights like the SEC and CFTC are a sign that Bitcoin is becoming a legitimate, trusted asset class for the masses. And Eric Balchunas, who is a senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence, summed it up perfectly. He said this move will attract more big fish to the market, setting the stage for Bitcoin ETFs to become even more popular among institutional investors. And so what we've got here is this kind of institutional gold rush. You know, we've got institutional interest in Bitcoin, and that's been steadily growing. And ETFs are a big reason why. These products are simple, they're regulated, and they're familiar to traditional investors. But options trading takes things to the next level. It allows far more sophisticated strategies like betting on price fluctuations or managing risks, which are critical for large players like hedge funds and asset managers. Now, this could mark the start of a massive influx of capital into the crypto market, and the more liquidity options provide, the more confidence big investors will have to dive in. And once the institutional floodgates open, it's hard to imagine how high Bitcoin and the broader crypto market could actually go. And so let's not forget the long-term potential here. There are bold predictions that Bitcoin could one day power a $30 trillion market, and that's not just wishful thinking. It's actually a reflection of Bitcoin's potential to become this global reserve asset. Consider this. As more institutions adopt Bitcoin and as regulatory frameworks continue to mature, the narrative around Bitcoin shifts, and it's no longer just this sort of risky digital asset. It's now a store of value. It's also a hedge against inflation, and it's becoming a tool for financial sovereignty. And so we've got this new era of crypto adoption that we haven't seen before. Bitcoin's rise is not just happening in a vacuum. The growing acceptance of crypto technology is reshaping industries, governments, and broader economies in general. We've got high-profile figures like Elon Musk, as I mentioned earlier, and they're adding to the momentum, while speculation about nation-state adoption of Bitcoin is reaching new heights. So could we see a country embrace Bitcoin as legal tender before the US fully gets on board? Well, some believe it's not just possible, but actually imminent. And so the question really is, what's next? What does all this mean for you? Well, we're on the brink of a new era for Bitcoin and crypto. The introduction of options trading for Bitcoin ETFs could fundamentally change how the market operates, making it bigger, more liquid, and more accessible than ever before. So whether you're a long-time Bitcoin believer like myself, or someone who's just starting to pay attention, now is the time to tune in, because we're not just talking about Bitcoin's price anymore, we're talking about its potential to transform the global financial system. The question isn't just anymore how high will Bitcoin go, it's actually how far can Bitcoin take us. And one thing's for sure, the Bitcoin story is far from over. In fact, in my opinion, it's only just beginning. So stay tuned, because the next chapter of this revolution promises to be one for the history books. The question is, are you ready?